So, welcome everyone to all the lovely inspirational divas. Today we have
Hi.
a very special diva with us. She is Mansi Khannabadia, and she's here to talk about her entrepreneur journey, her healthy products, her passion behind it. So, let's welcome all wholeheartedly and give her a beautiful smile with your comments, your reactions, your love, your likes, and let's start this chit chat. So, welcome, Mansi. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for having me. I am really, really grateful to you, and I am so glad you're such a supporter of Earthy Souls. So, yes, thank you so much.
So, see the purpose of this group. The name of the group is Inspirational Divas. And the objective of this group is to be an inspiration for someone out there who really need to hear it. With whatever you do in your business, in your life, in your entrepreneur journey, in your any ways where if we can, support, contribute to our divas group, to our families, that is the objective of this group.
No, I
So,
can see that with so many women that I've seen, and I get inspired by looking at the group. Even though I'm a silent observer, yet I am an observer on your group, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. So, thank you.
that's good. Thank you so much for your kind comments on that one. So, let us quickly start by understanding and learning about you. So, before we go into any other conversation about your products, about anything in detail, tell me, what do you do?
Um, so I'm very passionate about a lot of things. Um, my first passion is to do social work in some sort. So I have been doing events for some time where I raise funds for some organizations, and then I got a job at Community Migrant Resource Center as an engagement community worker. So
Okay.
I got the right job, but meanwhile, I was working on my own passion of making handbags. So I design handbags, and that got on a hold because of COVID. Because the stores were all closed down, and I basically had to redo and rethink on my whole new journey.
Yeah.
Um, and then came about, Pooja, my son is a very fussy eater, and I struggle with him to get him the right nutrients and the basic elements.
Yeah.
So when I'm in India, my mom always gives him different things to eat, to try out all the nutritional stuff. So I thought, if someone like my son, who is so much into cricket, he's into chess, he's into so many of these things, so he needs to have the right um, the right nutrients getting into his body indirectly through what he thinks is junk food, but it's not actually junk food. It is the
Yeah.
healthy bars and cookies and super blends and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I started to curate it. I started to do a research during exactly when COVID hit. So March, I started to plan out how I want to go. And then by it took some time, and I started trying it out with my friends, what they thought of the product, because my son was already eating it, so I knew that it works for kids. And then it just tend to be that I fell in love with the products that I do, because I curate them from thinking of my son and
Yeah.
thinking of health,
Yeah.
and that's it. That was my whole touch of innovation, to say it as, to bring about curated chemical free products to Australia
Wow,
from
that
India.
sounds, yeah, that sounds really exciting. In your like 2, 3 minutes of introduction, you have mentioned a lot of things about you. You have mentioned about your CMRC, you have mentioned about handbags, you have mentioned about your healthy products, And I'm really amazed at this moment. Like, how do you do it all? Like, doing the job, doing the business, and your son. Like, I know you have a beautiful family there as well. So it's just awesome to have you here and know more about you in this detail. I
Yeah,
think for
thank you.
today's session, let's focus on the healthy products because we have Diwali coming in, and a lot of junk food, sweets. Of course, I'm not saying no to sweets, but definitely we need to be mindful of what we eat at this time because this is going to pay off for a really long time if we eat totally junk and be on that sweetness, artificial sweetness all the time. So let's target on this healthy products for this session, and then probably for the other things we'll have you here again for CMRC and the handbag stuff. I'm
Thank
actually excited in this moment to know more about you.
you. Thank you.
And like we have lots of divas watching us, and so we have a really special offer. Mansi has just given me a sneak peek, but we're gonna talk about that in the later, not right now. So stay tuned with us, and we're gonna talk more about the offers that she is getting today for you all, especially for the Diwali time. Okay, so let's quickly proceed in our journey. If I ask you, like why you do what you do, I'm sure you have given me some hint related to your son, and I have already been working with him as well, so we know a bit history about this. But like this is a big thing to start as a passion. You have your family things, your health products for the family needs, but then how did you start it with the business idea and so passionate about it that you are delivering during the COVID times as well? How did you get that passion?
So I think actually during COVID was I think there were a lot of people who realized the benefits of being healthy.
Yeah.
Um, but for me, the passion starts from home because my sister has her own brand that's Adya Organics,
Okay.
um, which is recommended by a celebrity nutritionist, Luke Pitino, back in India, who's actually
Okay.
written a book with Shilpa Shetty about health and fitness. So she's
Mm-hmm.
always been telling me that, because I try these products and I get them here all the time. She just kept telling me, Mansi, that's something that you have to try in Australia because Australia is very raw. They just think everything that comes in from India, it's got chemicals inside it, which is not true. Uh, when you deal directly with farmers, so these are all big farms that are
Mm-hmm.
or basically small farms that Pallavi, my sister's handling,
Okay.
and she's giving it back to those farmers and getting, so it's a two-way thing. I'm one of those who's always for Australia and India, so
Yeah.
I try to tie a connection, and
Yeah.
uh, and I believe Australia at this point of time still hasn't availed that opportunity that lies in India with that chemical-free benefits
100%.
attached, and especially during this time when farmers need our help the most.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a two-way. I'm giving it back over there to the farmers, and I'm able to bring in the products and give it to Australians here, not just Indians, not limited to only Indians in Australia, but
Yeah.
wide wider audience. Especially, I think there are a few products that we have that are not even available here in to say it as, like the cookies that we talk about. So I think that's something that Australians are getting more
Benefit
more
from.
inclined to try
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
understand. And yep, so the passion just comes in when you start when you try the products, and that's when you're sure that this is something um, that you'll enjoy. So
Yes.
it just shouldn't be something that just comes and just for selling purposes. So
Yeah.
it's from deep within. There's a link in India for me, and
Yeah.
uh, and
Yeah.
all of it. together. I talk a lot, so just let me know when I need to stop.
Definitely. We always, because we also trust in all these Indian values that we carry all the time, especially with the yoga and breathing. So we always believe that we have a really treasure of hidden gems inside us. You talk about food, you talk about any yoga details, or you talk about any single thing. We are just such so rich. It's just a matter of awareness that we need to carry from Indo to the Western world, actually,
Yes,
if I must say.
yes,
So
yes,
I'm really glad to know that you are making that bridge possible by bringing the true authentic value from India to Australia and curating all the products that actually very organic and healthy in nature, and supporting the families here. So that's so awesome.
thank
So,
you.
while in this journey, when you started, I'm sure it's not an easy journey for you to follow through. So, if I may ask, like, what challenges you faced through in that one?
There are lots of challenges actually. I think the first challenge for me was to get the products here. Um, because the products are ethically sourced and they're cruelty free to an extent. There was and hand cultivated, so it was raw. So they have
Mhm.
the validity for just 6 to 9 months. So if I
Okay.
my first was if I get it by a container here,
Uh-huh.
it would waste my time. It would
Right.
waste about 2 months just bringing it here, so that
Yeah.
people couldn't. And I don't know if it comes on a container, how what container is it coming from, and because I don't have such a bulk quantity at the moment, I
Right.
didn't want to do bulk quantity.
Mm.
I want it to be more exclusive. So for me, yes, I think getting the shipment here at this point of time, I get it by air, and especially
Hmm.
during COVID uh, when air was like, even courier services had just picked up their prices. So
Yeah.
that was a big challenge for me in ways of pricing and the cost going over to the things there. Also finding what products suit the Australian market.
Right. I think that's
Because
really important to understand, because we all are different people, different needs, and different environment also makes a lot of difference in the food and nutrients requirements as well. So you need to be very mindful of sourcing the right products.
absolutely, and then I think even uh, the packaging here differs from what it's in India. So a little bit you have to tweak it a little bit and to try and get it
Okay.
the right way, because Australian food market is more strict about what products
Yes.
come in. So
Yes.
um, like if we are bringing in something like moringa powder,
Yeah.
literally my every box that comes in of moringa powder is opened up and one sample is checked out of it, because
Wow.
there's a lot of risk they feel. So every time till now, about, let's say, five have come in, and all five have been opened and they've written it checked
Oh,
by, there's a stamp, so I know one packet is always going to be ruined.
oh,
So
okay.
just out of that, so there's that. There's a lot of guidelines, there's a lot of learning, because I think it's easier to do something in India than to do in Australia, because uh,
Exactly.
Australia is a very small, but a very and it's not very open as yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's something that I struggle with.
Yeah, that's good in a way, because we have those measures, the disciplines that we need to follow as a food and dietary guidelines, I would say. So
Yes,
that's good in a way. So you can ensure that whatever products you are getting is absolutely incredible and as per the measures or given on the product label, because this is what is we always suffer in
absolutely.
any country as well. Yeah.
Yes, because generally what happens is that these days the whole tradition of from India, bulk comes in and then they are transferring it here. So
Yeah.
this it like turmeric is not the color that is supposed to be of a turmeric. So it's added color already in it. So people are not aware of that.
Yeah.
to put it as. So yes, Australia has very clean packaging requirements, and so a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
I had to study a lot before I had
yeah.
to
I'm
do.
sure it was a lot of research involved in that one as well.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So how did you manage, like you have such a beautiful family, relationships and your job? How did you manage like the setup timings and this research and everything? Was it not like too much at times, like you want to just
But
um
it's simple. When you like something, you go all for it. If you don't
yeah,
like it, then you find reasons not to do it.
yeah,
Um, like you, I know you. I know till 6:30 you have things lined up with you because you have that passion already in you.
yeah,
You want to deliver the right things. So you want to be sure that if you're starting off with something, you started off on a good stand. I don't want that I get to hear from any of my customers or clients telling me that, Mansi, we didn't enjoy this product. If you didn't enjoy it, tell me what was wrong with it and I will work on it. So
yes,
I am
sure.
I'm ready to do because I'm learning myself. So
Yeah.
for me, that's what holds importance.
I can definitely take your guarantee all the time because I'm the first hand user of all the products. I have really good products even in my hand right now. This is really one of the good product that my kids, my boys like it, and they have replaced sugar completely with this product. You know how in bulk I bought it this time with you because this is my everyday use.
And
And
it's just perfect
for
that you
the for
can
the
carry it
divas,
in your bags. It's
sorry.
perfect that it's perfect that you can carry it in your bags as well. So
Exactly. And the serving size and the quality, everything is just so awesome in this one, this pack. So for the divas who are watching us, this conversation, this is a little tiny bag of date jaggery powder, and it's written as no chemicals, it's vegan, natural, and no added sugar. Look, Mansi is also carrying the big bag.
there are about 50 sachets inside it, ready to serve. All you do it was is with your coffee. It's like more if you have it with your coffee or with the
Yes.
caramel taste.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it kind of turns it and churns it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just loving these products, especially if one time I got out of stock of this one, and my son was like, I'm not really going to have cereals until you get me these packs back.
Oh,
So
thank
that's
you.
why it was just so awesome to I ordered in bulk. It
Yes,
was it
yes.
was it
Thank
is an
you.
actually awesome experience with all those authentic products that you curate from India and for us in Australia.
Thank you.
Okay, so we already talking about passion and inspiration. So if it is like I would ask you your inspiration in one line, how would you define it? What inspiration you carry in your heart for your future self, like where you are now and where you want to be, let's say down the line, 1 year or 2 year from now. What is that inspiration that you carry in your heart for that future self?
Uh, that everyone who orders from me is my happy client.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my future. It doesn't matter on the number of clients, um, but it matters on that every person I can get. Like you said, that I'm your happy customer. That brings
Yes.
me the satisfaction. So I think that's my future, and growth, obviously,
Yeah. Yeah.
growth in even in my products, in my line of products. So
Yeah.
I I actually have started planning more products because
Yeah.
people have given me their feedback on what they want. So
Hmm.
that's I think that's my future self saying that, when I walk by, somebody says, "Oh, you're the lady from Earthy Souls." That's,
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Not someone who tells me you're. I mean, of course, I love when somebody says you're Jay's mom or you're Bhuvika's mom. It's
Yeah.
obviously nice, but when uh, somebody talks about um, your yourself, your business in a way, it just makes you feel happy and more content of the hard work that you've put in, or the
Yeah.
that your passion is getting success as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think something of that sort. Yeah.
That's why I call it as an inspirational divas. Like we are mom, we are sisters, we are daughters, we are daughter-in-laws and whatnot. You give any label and we are that like. But the passion that we carry in our hearts to go to the next level for our business, for our families, for our relationship is that passion that makes us a really inspiration by heart. And that's what makes us shine through in the world. So I
Absolutely.
totally, adore you for that one. And one of our
Thank you.
beautiful diva has written our own identity. And that's really true that we have our own
Absolutely.
identity in that one.
Absolutely. I mean, all this while you've spent time on your kids, and you'll always be spending time, but
Yeah.
a time will come. My mom always says, a time comes when you're on yourself, and then you think, what have I done? And I
Yes.
think my kids really inspire me and push me that, mama, now you do, because we are
Yeah.
growing up. We are
Yeah.
there to support you. So that also
How
brings me
sweet. How
a whole
sweet.
whole new level, that, the
Yeah.
encouragement from your own kids coming in. So yeah,
Yeah, that's such a beautiful gesture from the kids to have, like
yeah,
pushing mama to the next level. Yes, go for it, mama. We are on your back. So sweet.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I just love this quote. And all the divas who are watching us, Mansi has really special offer for you all today. So before we go ahead, let's talk a little bit about our products. Mansi, if you have some products, maybe it is the time to show
I
what is
do.
good for our kids and how we can support their nutrients requirement all the way.
Absolutely. My first product is the Turmeric Blend. It's
Yeah.
with ashwagandha. Why I like this is, especially, like, I give it to my son in milk, in warm milk, obviously. I just
Yeah.
put 1 spoon at night, especially after his tiring day, because he's into all these sports.
Yeah.
So it kind of really relaxes him because of the ashwagandha, but the ashwagandha content is not like something that, you know, harms you in any way. It kind of soothes your body down.
Yeah.
And turmeric is obviously anti-inflammatory, so that's also helping your body to charge up for the next day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that is my favorite, not mine. Let's say my son's favorite.
Favorite. Yeah.
Uh, my daughter just takes a spoon and eats it raw rather than putting it in anything. So, so that's something that's really valuable in ways, if we are
Yeah.
trying to, and especially even for us women, this is very beneficial.
Yes.
Uh,
100%.
and I think, just if you don't have milk, the best thing is just make a paste and put hot water and nothing else. You can just drink it like that. It's Everything is already inside it, so you don't even need to mix anything in it, and it
Wow.
tastes
Okay.
perfect. So it's actually black pepper,
Yeah.
moringa, coconut powder, ginger, cinnamon, licorice, cardamom. So you name it, all the best
Yeah.
of of stuff is inside this. So
Yeah.
that's that's my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. I used it consistently in the winter's time, especially during the night time for when we have our night milk time. Then my son
Haldi
is
doodh.
haldi doodh actually, but you call it turmeric latte here nowadays. So that
Yes.
turmeric latte is such a special flavor. I really like the essence of ashwagandha in this one. That is very soothing in this product, I would say. I still
Mm.
have a lot from the bulk buy that I got it from you. So it's awesome. I would 100% recommend it as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And then we have this. I don't know if you can see it. Amla bar.
Yeah.
Now, for Australians, amla is gooseberry,
Yep.
and that's something that's really, really different. So it's something like, if it's like a candy taste,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have any sugar inside it. So it's basically raw.
Yeah.
Um, and this is more like a protein for my son. So after
Okay.
his cricket game, he'll have this, and then
Like
he'll
the
feel
protein bar that we have,
yeah,
we get it
yeah.
from the
So like
packets.
like we have banana oats in that.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
we have lime chia bars. So these are things that the kids enjoy, because
Yes.
it's not overly big size that they need to
Yeah.
manage. So
Yeah.
even in their lunch boxes, you can give them, because they don't have some of them don't have nuts inside it, so
Yeah.
that's also nut free school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can give that as well to them. So it's like a snack, but it is, I don't even say it's a protein bar. I will say it as, do you want chocolate?
Okay.
Because you
Yeah.
don't have to let the kids sometimes know what they're having. Like for my daughter, I will say, do you want a chocolate?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. There is no other introduction to it. For my son, obviously he sees all the packaging and everything, but
Yeah.
with my daughter, it's that's what
Yeah,
is
so
there.
you get full vitamins, like Amla bar must have vitamin C and without sugar. So
Yes,
you're getting everything with that one pack. Just take one snack on the munch and you are good to go for the next
absolutely.
level again.
Absolutely. Even like your mornings while you're just driving and you want to have something, just let it
Yeah,
be in your car.
yeah.
So
So
yeah.
Mansi, a quick question coming to my mind now. Um, I know the authenticity, but if I still ask, like, what is one thing that makes your products or yourself as a unique in all these offerings, in all these products? How would you define it? How would you say it?
So unique in this, I would say that like these are products I've curated from India. It's not, at the moment, I'm still not manufacturing it myself, but
Yeah.
directly from the people who I know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's making it authentic from my end.
Yeah.
Um, and and they're so unique, you're not going to find them in Australia. Like I would say, Amla bar is something that you don't
Yes.
find.
Yes.
If you're talking about the turmeric super blend that we
Yeah.
hear people call latte, um, I think it's more to do with the kind of changes we've made. When you open the packet, the smell just lets you know that it's different from what you find in a turmeric latte and in a
Yeah.
super blend that we have. So
Like very natural aromatic experience you will
yes,
get within the packet itself when you open it.
absolutely, absolutely. Like a simple thing, a fig amaranth cookie. You know,
Yeah.
that's not that's not something that's found on daily basis around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, uh, these are these are very different products,
Yeah.
yet they are close to Indian hearts, we would say it as,
Yes.
because these are things that our grandmothers used to make for us.
Yes. Yes.
When we
Yes.
talk about these little things, I mean, I remember my mom giving us apple oats bars.
Yeah,
uh,
I know.
Sorry, my daughter is around.
That's okay. That's
um,
okay.
so yeah, so taking it as that, these are things that our our parents or our grandmothers have given
Yeah.
us.
So it's
um
like connecting to the roots, we can say.
yes,
What
connecting.
we have been gone through and grown through, like the nutrients that we have received while growing up, we are just connecting with the nature again for our future generations, I would say.
Absolutely. Like we used to say a simple thing, why is it that our immunity is stronger
Yeah.
than this generation? Is
Yeah.
because we had more wholesome foods, we had more
Yes.
natural and chemical free food.
That's right.
Um,
Absolutely.
for us, water, I mean, I don't know now, but it wasn't like going to India was a task, like, like our kids are going to get ill. The reason is because we've had the chance to
Yes.
get the benefits from that wholesome and natural and
Yeah.
chemical-free product. So
Yeah.
I think that's what is the authentic
That's right. That's
part
right.
of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like हिंदी में कहते हैं दादी माँ के नुस्खे. you know
Ah, I know.
जब when you get a cold, then they tell us कि हल्दी वाला दूध पी लो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
एग्जैक्टली
तो
सब
हर
ठीक हो
चीज के लिए
जाएगा।
हल्दी वाला दूध पी लो,
हाँ।
सब ठीक हो जाएगा. So
क्योंकि
simple
वो
like
हल्दी
that.
वाला दूध में बहुत कुछ है ना, lot of products inside it, and that's what
Absolutely.
you are carrying in your hands right now. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. Let me tell you a little bit about my experience with specially curating ashwagandha here in Australia, because I'm a hypnotherapist. So we help people with the mental issues, anxiety and depression and stress levels. And ashwagandha is considered to be very helpful in treating stress levels. So when I started this, I know this from my previous experiences. I was a yoga teacher earlier. Uh, I started learning yoga when I was in class 8. And since then, my roots connected me to the knowledge that ashwagandha and brahmi, all these herbs are very good for managing stress and anxiety levels. So when I was meeting here with my clients for the hypnotherapy sessions and everything, I used to tell them, like, other than my sessions, have these herbs so they will soothe you internally in your, food intake and everywhere as well. So it will give you a calming experience. So my clients used to ask me, from where do we get ashwagandha? Here in Australia, we don't know. Actually, I referred them, but I didn't know how to get it. So there was one shop that I know that they sells it sometimes, but I was not sure about the authenticity of that product. But after trying your products, after getting through you, I have already recommended a couple of people, for this, like my clients actually, for this ashwagandha to curate, to source it from you. And
Thank
that's a perfect experience, actually, I would say.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have been trying something new for myself. I don't know if you can notice, but my cheeks have gone a little in. So I have
Oh,
started off with Moringa powder.
okay.
I have that in water.
Okay.
It helps in reducing fat formation. So it promotes fat breakdown. Because
Okay.
so for me, I have PCOD, and obviously
Right.
there's a lot of time that the gain weight comes naturally to you
Yeah.
when you have
Yeah.
PCOD.
Yeah.
So for me, losing weight has been a bit of a struggle, obviously, and being tall makes it even harder for me when I with the fat that comes in. But
Yeah.
I've been working on having that and just trying to go natural to myself rather than trying out different weight loss products, because I think they really, at the end, they don't help you.
Yeah.
The natural way to go is the best way. So
Yeah.
moringa powder is something else that we've been working on, and we've got a good feedback.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Actually, I could not see the notice straight away because the camera wise, I probably missed that, but maybe face to face definitely would have seen it better. So do you think that moringa powder is safe for anyone to take?
Mm, No, so moringa sometimes it is safe, but it helps to manage diabetes,
Okay.
hypertension, asthma. But yet, some people it's better to ask their GP. Obviously,
Yes.
all these products somewhere to a certain extent, if you feel that that's something not suiting your body,
Yeah.
even natural products they don't. So moringa is basically drumstick,
Yeah.
and everything is it can it has its own benefits, but sometimes it
Mhm.
can also have side effects because you're having some kind of medication. So
Yeah.
let's say you need to get refer or you need to ask your GP that is it okay for me to try it,
Right.
because
Right.
generally
Right.
they would tell you moringa is called the miracle tree, if I'm not wrong. Yeah,
Okay.
called the
Okay.
miracle tree. So it
Okay.
has its own benefits,
Yeah.
but you still need to check with your GP. Everything that you like cookies and all is not something that you need to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
That's right.
if you're a diabetic patient
Yeah.
and there's honey, then
Mm-hmm.
you would not. It depends on what your GP would tell you. So
Yeah.
obviously you need to be sure in that
Yeah.
context.
Yeah. So it's always better to quickly, get it consulted with your GP and then start it from there. But the cookies and the normal stuff, definitely we can always start on our own. Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if I ask you about like three major learnings that if you can share with the divas here today from your journey when you started till this point, how would you what would that be? Sharing your let's say, three major learnings.
I've spoken so much that I think I've spoken about my journey also. But I think my three learnings in this journey has been is that you don't need to rush into anything.
Uh-huh.
You need to do your research and plan and get the right things in. So and just don't do it for the sake of doing anything.
Yeah.
There has to be a passion. There has
That,
to be an inspiration
yeah.
and and the love to do it. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
and the third one would be that yeah, never lose hope,
Yeah.
um, because there is always a silver lining, at
Yes.
the end of the road. Um, I mean, there are times that have been like, oh my God, should I do it? Should I go
Yeah.
ahead? No, I don't think I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah.
But there are people like you who are telling me, Mansi, I love the products. Just keep going. Just keep
Yeah.
going. So
Yeah.
that motivation, that support. So never ever give up.
Yeah.
And there are
100%.
a lot of people to help you out there.
Yeah.
So always find the people to connect to, and
Yes.
there are people who will help you out. There are
That's right.
lots of people.
That's right. Absolutely. Good. So all the wonderful divas who are watching us in this chit chat, joining us, thank you so much for joining. Do you have any questions for Mansi? Of course, we have our offer to discuss. But before that, if you have any questions about the products, about Mansi, so feel free to ask it here, and let us know what are your thoughts on this one. So Mansi, I'm sure you are ready with the offer.
Yes.
I know that's a very important thing for today because we are reaching to the Diwali time, and we are very much hopeful that we will be healthy, going healthy on this Diwali time. And before you start your offer, let me tell you one more compliment that the last time or every time when I order the products from you, it's full of love, packed with full of love, inspiration, and the wonderful cards, greetings, and the gift that you put it in. It's just so adorable.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to source all my products, authentic products from you for the next 10, 20, 30 years, or as long as I can imagine in this moment.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, so for today,
Yeah, now it's better. Oh, that looks fantastic with a wonderful Dia inside there as well. Wow.
yes,
So
and
let's tell us a bit about.
I'll put this hamper on the group as well
Mhm.
after this, but there's a candle as well with it. Um,
Okay.
so this hamper is specially for the divas. So if you I will put my phone number, and
Yeah.
this is only a special price, just for your group. So
For
if you can
our group.
write,
I would say
yes,
for our group.
for our
Yay.
group, it's called Divas 2021, where
Okay.
you get this Diwali hamper specially for $50, in which it includes a turmeric blend. It includes five bars, one cookie, one
Hmm.
diya, and a candle.
Wow.
So it is
That's really exciting.
only for the group. So I will be putting my number on it. I will put the hamper as well,
Yeah.
and it'll obviously be plus shipping.
Yeah.
But yeah, shipping these days is maximum $10 to $12. So
Okay.
we can take it as it would be around $65 hamper, but it
Yeah.
includes a full package. So you can say this Diwali you're bringing health into the family
Yeah.
and your friends. So yeah,
Yeah.
so
Such a lovely gesture, such a lovely gesture to give your friends the gift of health rather than giving the artificial sweets and what is not actually helping them or going to be really good for the future version of ourselves. So, and
Yes.
I'm really fascinated by the offer that you have given, Mansi. Thank you so much. That's really interesting, because you get to taste that turmeric blend in that voucher, in that hamper. You get your candle, you get your Chia, and you get all the 5 types of bars in that one as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's
And that's what
really,
it is. And it is only till Diwali.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, so
so
limited
yes,
time offer actually.
yes, yes. Because otherwise, it's going to be that there is the Diwali diyas will get over, and I
Yeah.
don't have so much to order. But I don't want you to miss that opportunity. This I don't think you remember, but this Diwali diya is from
Here.
the yes, yes. So she made the
Yeah.
mandala dot art. So
Yeah.
she had made it for us, and
Yeah.
I love it, and I think it's beautiful. It just fits in perfect. So
Yeah. I know. I know.
yes,
I also ordered from her. So we got the deliveries on the same date, same time.
absolutely.
And it is such a beautiful spirit in enjoying the inspiration from each other. Like somebody is working on their mandala arts, and we are using that for our Diwali hampers. You are working on your healthy products. I'm just loving this wonderful inspiration from the group.
Whole collaborative atmosphere that I think it's very much required that we support each other
Yeah.
in our growth. So yes,
Thank
and I love to support women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so sweet of you. And I really love this voucher as well, the hamper that you have shown me.
Thank you.
And also the product that you haven't mentioned, but I thoroughly enjoyed it for my own self, because I had issues with the low hemoglobin level. So I used that jaggery product with ashwagandha. That's a big
Yes,
packet. I got it from you, and
yes,
that really helped me in boosting my iron levels as well, because it has jaggery, it has ashwagandha, and all the nitty gritty nutrients that our body needs. So
absolutely.
I love that product.
What happens is because we believe in the natural concept. So jaggery starts now. So the now they'll start making it. So it
Yes.
starts in October end. So
Yeah.
that's what comes in to us by November, and then
Right.
it'll be 6 months down the line. So it'll never be a whole year because we don't want to have
Yeah.
it for the whole. We want it to be as natural, presentable.
Natural and fresh as much
Yes,
as possible. Yeah.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
so awesome. That's so exciting.
Thank
Okay, that was really good to know more about. Although I'm already using it, you can see a lot of products in my hands there as well. But still, it's a more more better and understanding journey to know about your products, your journey, your challenges, your learnings, and the offer especially that you are specially giving to our wonderful divas. And thank you so much for your offer. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to celebrate Diwali in a healthy way with you. So be ready with your products, be ready with your hampers.
Absolutely. I will be putting up the picture after we finish this, and
Yeah,
then I will put up my phone number because
yeah,
I'm not putting this on the website.
yeah.
And you can just let me know Divas 2021 as the code.
Yeah, that's an exclusive offer. That's why it's only coming here like this.
Yes.
Cool. That sounds really interesting. Okay, so I think we are at the end of this conversation, of this chit chat, unless you have anything else to show up in your products level.
Mm, no, thank you so much. I
That's
think
that's
even
enough
giving
for
me
me.
this, yes, I think giving me this platform is, I am very, very, very grateful to you. So thank you.
No, thank you so
And
much for joining. Thank you so much for helping other inspirational divas to go in their journey as well. That's so beautiful of you. You are a lovely soul to connect through, and keep doing what you're doing. And as I said, I'm definitely looking forward to have my product sourced from you for another decades, I would say.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the divas who are watching today as well. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it. And all who will watch, I really
yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. Thank you so much. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Have a lovely evening.
Bye bye, dear divas. Speak soon.